you guys. I'm starting my weekly vlog after a long time of not vlogging here in Prague. We decided, today is a Saturday, and we decided to take Luna to a forest nearby. Look, it's so cool, literally, a forest in the middle of the city. So Luna is very excited. We were rewatching my old vlogs because Luna was such a puppy there, and we saw that when we were living in Slovenia we used to go to the nature much more often, and yet now in Prague we just take Luna to lunches, brunches, coffee dates with us, and you know, she needs this. Look how happy she is. Oh, where is she? She's just running free. She's just so happy, and we're so happy to see that. But I don't have that much time to enjoy the nature with my family because I have like, how to call it, like a girl date with my new friend from Bumble BFF. I have been using Bumble BFF for a few months now, and I actually really enjoy it, and so I need to leave at 2, and these two will be left alone without me. Hi, Luna. So yeah, it's just really nice winter walk, although it feels like fall. In Prague it always feels like fall. Also, I took my book with me. This is what I'm currently reading, The Thursday Murder Club. So far it's really interesting, and this is my book number 2 of the year. Hopefully I'll finish it soon because I have a goal of reading 30 books, as you remember. So yeah, I thought it would be nice to vlog my life in Prague, although like I always feel like I'm not doing anything, you know, and when you live somewhere vlogging is not that fun. But then I was rewatching Slovenian vlogs and I was like, oh damn, like it's really fun to rewatch it just for myself, you know. So this is just for me, for my future self, to rewatch and remember how we started 2024 with Luna here running. It's so cute. Looney, she didn't eat today because someone said that it's not good to feed your dog before going on a walk, and so she is trying to find food everywhere. So hopefully she's not gonna eat anything that will get her in trouble, let's say that.
She said good.
I don't care if anyone thinks I should just keep the story to myself, because this incident today really upset me and made me feel hurt and unprotected, you know. So I'll just share it. So I had an experience today with a Karen. I had a great day today. We went to the forest nearby. I met a friend, had delicious food, beautiful place, went to buy Palo Santo and white sage to, you know, cleanse the aura, and just because it smells good. And then on my way home, I took a tram that I was supposed to change from and then take my regular tram anyways. So I get on this tram and I stand next to a girl that was sitting, and in walks the couple, the woman. So this woman and her man, and she was just standing next to me. The girl was sitting. I was reading my book. I have anxiety. I've said it many times. One of the many reasons for my anxiety, like, it all started in Prague because I noticed how people always stare at me. Some women like literally look with anger and my husband a few times caught it, like that I'm not tripping. Some people just literally look at me like with hatred. I always think it's, of course, because of racism, Islamophobia, because, I'm noticeably Middle Eastern looking, and I moved at the time when ISIS was a thing, like majorly, like in 2015, and Czech people were always Islamophobic. So, I kind of just got used to it, and still it became a major reason why I started taking medicine, and I had anxiety, panic attacks. It all started here. And that's why I read when I'm on a tram. So then the girl stands up, the one that was sitting. She was probably my age. So, just for later. She was my age. This couple, they were standing next to her the same way I was. The girl was leaving, and so the seat got free. And I sat there because I was close to it. And I just sat first. And I was wearing headphones. I'm reading a book. And I hear through my headphones this woman in Czech saying something like, look at her, she's sad, or something like that. She took my seat or whatever. And like I said, I'm so used to evil looks all the time, like that I did something, stole something, or took her husband, that I never pay attention. And I just know it's there, and it's not nice to feel this evil look on you. But what can I do? Like, start a fight with every white woman that looks at me badly? And so I just don't pay attention. She keeps on talking something, mumbling in Czech. I have no idea what, nothing good. And she keeps on staring at me with like this hatred. And I'm just like, I feel how I'm getting red because I'm just like, fucking leave me alone, bro. Like, what the hell? And the woman was not old. She was probably in her 30s or 40s. And yes, you're supposed to give the seat to an older person, but not in their 40s. Because everyone on the tram is in their fucking 40s. Like, and anyways, whatever. Yeah, maybe someone can say, yeah, you should have stood up. No, not when you're being yelled at, not when someone talks to you the way she talked to me. So after like evil eyeing me, she finally like addresses me. So she starts talking to me in Czech. I look at her. I take out my headphone. I'm like, I'm sorry. I said, excuse me. And she's like, hey, excuse me, with her awful accent. And I never make fun of accents unless you're a fucking evil bitch that like fucking mocks me saying, excuse me. So, and then she's like, where you from? And I was like, why? So you can racially profile me? Because who the fuck asks a person on the tram, if you want my seat, just say, hi, sorry, can you please give me the seat? I'm like tired, I'm sick, I'm old, I'm not feeling well. Sure, go ahead, I'll give you my seat. The girl before me was younger than me or the same age. She was sitting here. Why weren't you saying anything to her? The minute I sat down, she starts talking shit to me. And then the first thing she asks me is, where am I from? Why is that important if you're not a racist Karen? And so her husband standing next to her is like telling her, okay, stop. Like, he's an adequate person. And she stops because he tells her to. I continue reading my book, even though like I just want to run away because I don't need this negativity in my life. I don't need anyone to talk to me that way. And fucking she's standing still, evil eyeing me. And so it's their turn to leave the tram. Yay, congratulations. And as her husband is leaving, she turns to me and she tries to grab me, like my arm. And I just yell at the whole tram, like, I'm like, leave me alone, don't touch me. Because you're not gonna touch me. I don't give a shit who you are. My peace is protected and my, like, personal space is not to be... I can't even find words. It was just so vile, like, to sit there in front of the whole tram and no one says anything. This woman just tries to grab me. And so then they leave and she's still, like, yelling. And finally one person, like, I don't know, some guy who speaks English, he's like, hi, you okay? I'm really sorry that this happened. The whole tram said nothing, did nothing. And I'm like, yeah, it was awful. Like, I'm just shocked. And then there was a couple, another white couple. That lady was sitting like on the same seat as me, just away from me. And so she's showing me that this is a seat for old people. And I'm like, well, she wasn't old. you know, and then she literally translated that from Czech to English, and I'm like, she wasn't old, she wasn't sick. Well, I don't know. Okay, maybe she was sick. Why wasn't she saying anything to the girl who was sitting there before? Why was she addressing me? And then the first thing she asks me is like, where you from? Like, why is any of this important? You know, oh my God, like, I can't believe that people went on to defend this evil person who was yelling at me and trying to grab me. So, you know, like, I had these experiences with like people yelling at me so often that I just don't understand why, like, who made them believe that it's okay to talk to a stranger this way. Like a year ago, it was I went to Douglas, and this like security guard started yelling at me because he noticed that I had coffee in my hand when I was leaving Douglas after buying shit there. And since then, I don't go to Douglas anymore. If I need something from there, I just order. Then before that, years ago, I had like cash how's it called, cash assistant, whatever, woman yelling at me. I don't remember because of what. Since then, I started only doing online grocery shopping, and now I don't want to go on a tram anymore. And I didn't want to go for a long time because I always tell people they're looking at me evilly, and now I have a proof. And I feel like a lot of times when I share anything like this with like people in my life, they're just like, they don't believe that this is possible. They don't understand why it's happening. And I honestly think it all comes down to looking different. And anytime I say this, like white people especially, they're like, nah, it can't be this. Because for them, the idea that you're judged on your looks and on your skin color, your eye color, your hair color even, like for them, that's so unbelievable that someone can talk to you differently just because you look differently, that you don't pass as white, Slavic, you know? And I just don't feel safe living here. I just never know when this is going to be next time when someone yells at me because I said somewhere, because I entered somewhere, because I did something wrong, I acted wrong, I don't know, I just exist in their country, you know? And it's always so painful to go through these things. And like, I don't want to cry on the internet because of some stupid violent bitch, but it's just like, it's always like in the back of my mind, like every time I leave the house, because I had so many experiences like this, unfortunately. Although today's I think was the worst. Like, she literally wanted to grab me, and I'm just always telling my husband, like, I can't live here, I can't, we need to move. And he just doesn't understand it because he's white man with Slavic name and last name. He looks like Czech, so of course no one is gonna tell anything to a white man anywhere. And I just don't know why I deserve such attitude towards myself. Like, now I'm afraid to take a tram. I'm afraid to take a seat somewhere wrong, that the whole tram will be like, yep, she yelled at you and she was right because you took the wrong seat, you know? Like, literally one person said something nice to me. One person.
Soaker
decided to finally talk to you because ever since I started this vlog, I wasn't talking to you. So I want to comment on what happened the first day of my vlogging, but also I want to show you my haul because I ordered some stuff from Latino, which is, I don't know if it's only in Europe, but it's like Sephora but for cheaper. So let's start with that, more pleasant, and then we'll talk about other things. Okay, so I already opened it, but I haven't like checked everything, and it's actually like, when I was ordering it seemed like I ordered so much, but now I'm looking and it's like not that much. But first, I hear people talking about it and now I forgot how to pronounce it. Veleda, I don't know, tell me how to pronounce it, but it's body butter, and I was struggling to find a good body butter that's cruelty free, and I was using Dove, but Dove honestly is not that good, so I hope this one will work. It's very cold, so it's very hard, so I think I need to leave it somewhere warm because I can't even. Okay, I picked up this much. Smells really nice. What does this smell? So I ordered these collagen eye masks because they were so cheap, and I honestly like the look of eye masks, and there's 5 of them, and this is how they look like. Look, that's so cool. And the rest are in these small baggie. So first is brow glue from NYX, very popular. I just honestly was thinking, why spend so much on Anastasia, because recently stopped working on me. I don't know, it used to work on me, but now it doesn't at all keep my eyebrow hairs in one place. Okay, next I wanted to, specifically for traveling, I ordered this small Aveda Be Curly Curl Enhancer, and I actually wanted to try it either way, and I was like, okay, let's give it a shot and let's see how it works. I hope it focuses. I don't know, it never focuses. So I want to try it and see, but also I want to have something just for traveling, because whenever I travel, my Moroccan oil creams for my curls are too big, so I cannot even use them when I travel. So this is a great way to have my curls with me at all times. So I'm gonna let you know how it is, maybe in my future travel vlogs, because I'll take it with me. So, and then last two are really small. It's basically cuticle oil and my NYX lip pencil. I realized that my nails, like, a lot of times they look good, but they just don't feel good after like a week, and then I realized it's because I don't use cuticle oil. Okay, look, this is so small, and then we add it. Just a little bit is enough, and then you rub it. Well, you know how it works. Oh, it smells really nice. I love when oils smell nice, because sometimes they just smell like oils and oils don't smell nice. Oh, this is so good. So now I can always like keep my cuticles soft, and that way my nails won't feel old, you know what I mean? I just want to kind of like go back to what happened on Saturday when I was vlogging the first day. So yeah, this woman basically verbally assaulted me, and then she tried to grab me, and maybe it doesn't seem like a big deal, you know, when you're not there, but when you are the one having to deal with it, it's just not something I can get over easily. Like, it's still traumatic for me, and it sucks. I've been living in Europe for 9 years, and the fact that I still have to deal with these, like, they cannot even not even accept me but tolerate my existence, you know? And I do think that Central Europe and Eastern Europe are like the worst places for people of color, because it is overwhelmingly white, and Prague specifically so white. Like, after traveling to Western Europe, I always come back and I just realize how white it is. So the fact that there are not that many people who look like me, of course, puts me in danger when it comes to like racists like that woman who just want to start a fight with you because of the way you look. And it's like a fact that the girl before me, like Slavic girl before me, was sitting and she didn't tell her anything. She was just standing next to her, and then I just sat up when the girl got off the tram, and that's when she started like saying, what are these people? You know, I don't want to talk a lot about her, like I already said everything, those Insta stories but it's still very painful. And that day I just had a really hard time. It's just like, it was too much. Honestly, that night I just decided to buy tickets home. I'm leaving and I'm so happy because I haven't been home for 3 years, and I know it's crazy. My dad came last November, so it's like not as bad because I saw my father at least not so long ago, but my mom is not able to fly because in 2018 my mom had a brain stroke. So since then she's a health risk. She's doing fine. It's just like flying can be dangerous with her blood pressure and her medical history. So I didn't see my mom specifically for 3 years because I don't know, just 1 year you go, and then the next year I had my nose job, so I had to save money for that. And going from Europe to Kazakhstan, it's like really expensive. So then we had a wedding in Bali, so, and now it's like 3 years just passed like that, you know. So now I was gonna go for New Year, but because of my husband's work I had to like be there for him and with him. And like I was feeling already that my mental health is not doing well, and I'm ready to go home because for me, you know, I'm very lucky that my parents are still alive. And I'm saying still alive because I understand I'm gonna be 29 this year, and my parents are not staying the same age either, you know. They're getting older, and my mom gave birth to me when she was 40, so we have this like huge age difference, 40 years. And with her health also, I'm always afraid. That's like my biggest fear, you know. And while I still have my parents, it's such a blessing to be able to escape from everything, to go back to them, because I feel very like, I don't know, my inner child feels like I'm in danger, and there is nowhere I can go but to my parents' house, which is a blessing to even have that, because I don't know in the future like where to go when, you know, you are in a situation like this where you feel like afraid to exist, I guess. I don't know. And you know, the thing is, this is not the first time when I had experience like that with like locals. Some of them are really aggressive and they hate immigrants, and they hate non-white people and all of those things. So it's just scary sometimes to be here, and I don't want to stay here for this reason specifically, because I'm so tired of having to deal with the hatred. And I know I'm not the only one who goes through this. I have so many friends, either Azerbaijani as well, or like even I have a Mexican friend who also tells me like stories how she was followed around the shop, or like how people are rude, etc. So it's just like, I know so many people who look like me, like whether like, you know, you're Middle Eastern or like Latina, but it's just like you're not Slavic looking, not white, and you have that experience here, similar to what I have experienced. So it's just so normal for us, you know, to be living with this hatred, to be living with these people attacking us or like being rude to us. But at some point it's just like, enough is enough, and you're just like, I can't take this anymore. I'm gonna be 30 soon, and it's just like, to be still dehumanized like that after almost 10 years in Europe, it's just like fucking annoying. Like, it's tiring. But then when you go back home, because you already left for so long, you also don't feel like home at home. So it's just like being an immigrant, expat, whatever you want to call yourself, it's just never having a place in this world, it feels like. And having to deal with these racists doesn't help either. This vlog wasn't supposed to go this way. I actually had for today booked my dentist appointment. For tomorrow I had my haircut, and then I had my tattoo, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun to vlog. And I still think vlog is pretty fun because I was still doing a lot. And yeah, it's because of that, and because I'm going home, I canceled everything, because, you know, it doesn't make sense to do it here. Since I'm going back home, I can do everything there for much cheaper. But I'm not going home for that reason. I'm going home because they pushed my buttons, and I'm just not feeling myself here. Like, I'm just not myself, and I'm very stressed and tired. I think more tired than stressed. I think I'm just so exhausted from existing in places that weren't designed for people like me. And like, I'm all the time thinking, where should I move where I can pass as one of the locals, you know, like Spain or Portugal maybe. I think Europe is just in general becoming very fascist and nationalistic again, and I don't know, like, I honestly don't know where to move to feel safer and more protected. Like, what is a place that's safer for people of color? Because it's definitely not here, because every year I have some fucking deranged person yelling at me.
I don't wanna talk, don't you hit me? Told you I've been busy, two bad bitches with me, bucking up your city, and my waist on itty bitty. Got these niggas dizzy, set to get on one knee. I make them feel risky, I don't wanna talk, don't hit me. Told you I've been busy, two bad bitches with me, bucking up your city, and my waist on itty bitty. Got these niggas dizzy, set to get on one knee. I make them feel risky, I do what I want.
So today I actually had such a busy beginning of the day, and I'm still like processing. I had both an interview and then my podcast interview with the same person. It's an author, Mary Effendi. She's Azerbaijani who lived in the US. She wrote a book about moving to the US. It's kind of based on her life, but it is a fiction novel, so it was such an honor to interview her. So I interviewed her for the Caspian Post that I'm writing for, and I also proposed for her to do another interview with me for the podcast, and she did agree to do both, which is very kind of her, because it's you know, it's a lot of work to just talk so much and like answer questions, but she was really amazing. It's really great when you talk to people who want to be interviewed and want to talk to you, because sometimes as a journalist you get to meet people who agree to have an interview and then they like act, I don't want to say entitled, but they just act like they would rather do something else than answer your questions, and it's just like, it's my job and you agreed to give this interview, so what's going on, you know? But it wasn't the case today at all. We had so much fun, and when we click with people that I interview, like, it never goes for less than an hour, you know. And we basically spent about 2 hours altogether talking. And like, I know for some people it's probably like it's just talking, but it takes a lot to do this, and I'm so grateful to be doing this for a living and call this my job, because I love talking to people. But I do feel kind of tired, but I think it's also because I went to sleep pretty late last night and I woke up pretty early, so I had, I think, 5 hours of sleep, which is not okay, especially when you get older. Like, you start noticing these things. But now I want to start transcribing the interview with her, so I can start writing it and submit it ASAP.
Don't you hit me? Told you I've been busy, two bad bitches with me, bucking up your city, and my waist on itty bitty. Got these niggas dizzy, set to get on one knee. I make them feel risky, I don't wanna.
Lặng nhìn anh, chờ mong anh mà anh hững hờ. Từng đêm nhớ, từng tin nhắn không ai biết được. Em cũng chỉ cần một chút hơi ấm của anh. But that's enough, your item moves, it's over tonight. Mình đã có biết bao buồn vui, đã có lúc môi kèm môi với you and I. Nhưng ký ức khiến ta mệt nhoài, đã đến lúc buồn bờ vai. Why you and I? Please don't say you love me. You love me, 'cause I don't wanna love you no more. Please don't say you love me. You love me, 'cause I don't wanna hurt me no. giây giữa trong